Yes, sir. What's up? I'm DJ Hazmat.
Yeah, and I'm Matty Willz.
And welcome to Matt and Matt Live, brought to you by Jack Daniels.
Jack Daniels has always made whiskey, and if they have it their way, they always will. But there's one thing Jack can't make more of: moments.
Yep, those are on us to create. So let's make sure we're making the most of every moment we have. Make it count. Jack Daniels, and please drink responsibly.
Tennessee whiskey.
I've always wanted to do that.
I've always wanted to do that.
Well, I've wanted everything. I always wanted to do this.
I always wanted to do that! Next round on me.
Yeah, has those memories are on us to create. So let's make sure that we're making the most out of. That's your line. Out of every moment we have, make it count. Jack Daniels, please drink responsibly. It's all good. It's all good. We got a lot going on this halftime. Let's just get into
it. Yes, another nasty weather day down at First Energy Stadium. It's cold. It's wet. I need to know what it feels like live out there. So we need to check in with the Cleveland Browns official DJ, who's out in the elements again. DJ Ryan Wolf, what's happening down there?
What's going on, Matt? What's going on, Has? The energy down here is amazing despite the weather, and we going in up. We going in up a touchdown, so y'all already know the vibes, man. Listen, down here tapping in DJ Ryan Wolf. Back to you guys. Go Browns, go Browns, go Browns.
You know, I kind of wish he would have been standing out there in the rain, getting wet. You know, like with rain dripping from his beard. Give us that real raw effect.
Hey,
you know
big double pause. We got a lot going on today. I know that we got a very, very, very special guest that we'll be checking in with in one moment. But we got to bring in our brother out there in Philly right now because, well, his offense ain't scoring a lot of points, so I'm not sure how much he's actually going to have to say. But DJ A Boogie of 100.3
without
Philly,
the hoodie.
Yeah, R&B and hip hop. What's good, bro?
Ain't nothing, man. DJ A Boogie boys, stop. 100.3 R&B and hip hop Philly. We checking in, man. It's a lot of Brown going on. Y'all dedicated over there. I see Cleveland.
I'm in my cave, bro. It ain't my fault you ain't dedicated to your team like I am.
You crazy. You Philly, we will die about this green bird. You hear me?
Hey, listen, man, I have a bet going with Kobe Cole right now. Mm-hmm. He was talking trash a few days ago. I don't know why with those 3-5-1 record, why he feels so confident. But I mean, what is your take from the first half so far, A Boogie?
I'm gonna say is y'all, I don't think y'all are beating us. I think we're defeating ourselves.
We're beating ourselves.
The 94-yard push, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just say scoreboard in the terms of, we not beating you. The scoreboard claims that we are. I will say
you're beating yourself when we hit your quarterback and cause a pick six. Yes, that's you beating yourself.
I'm sorry. Did y'all go 94 yards to not score?
Did you get down and
y'all been down there too?
Did you get down there and fumble? Yes,
we did. We did.
So big time shout out to Taki, the linebacker, though. Yes. The only points on the day. And Browns up 7-0. Ugly game, ugly weather. It is what it is, dog.
So let me ask you this, A Boogie, because Carson Wentz hasn't been playing very well this season, and I know that he's catching heat from y'all's very rude fan base. Tell me, what is the barometer on how they feeling about Wentz right now?
You see, I don't got no green on right now. That's you know what I mean. We haven't quite given up on our team, but we definitely are at the point where we drafted Jalen for a reason. So at this point, I think it's time to see how he's performing, as well as all the other rookie quarterbacks are really making noise in the league. You know what I mean? So
you ready to move on from Carson Wentz already?
It's 2020. It's a whole pro black movement, ultra black movement. We got our money on Jalen Hurts right now.
Hey, I'm gonna say this real quick. We got another guest we're gonna run to, but Sean Sams must be your man's because he's all in the comments. Bro just said the Browns offense is no competition. The Birds are competing against themselves. Dog, y'all have 3 dubs. 3
this
on
is
the
funny.
year. In the worst division in the NFL.
Wait a second. Matty Willz.
Yeah.
Stop you. You have Baker Mayfield, OBJ,
We don't have OBJ right now.
Well, no. Don't we not going? Let's just talk about.
No. Who's playing today?
Okay. I'm just saying we got 6 wins. I'm just saying we got 6 dubs. That's all in the hardest division in the NFL. That's all my points. It's only my
y'all's
point.
division is horrible, man. Don't.
We appreciate y'all getting y'all 6. When y'all get the parade, then
okay.
You know what? We're gonna have to check back in with you after the game and see what happens. All right, hey Boogie,
we appreciate you, dog. We appreciate you.
Let's get to where we really here, because
for sure.
Y'all in for a treat. Right now, we got a legendary Cleveland Brown checking in with us because our show is growing. Welcome to Matt and Matt Live. Our guy, Eric Metcalf. What's up, boy?
The one and only. What's up? The one and only. How you doing, bro? How you enjoying the season?
I'm good. And you?
Well,
we doing great. Man. We doing great.
We got a winning record. It can't be better. How you? Go ahead.
Why don't you tell everybody? Yeah, it could be better. I agree. Why don't you just tell everybody that's watching right now is dying to know what your perspective of the season so far for the Browns. Why don't you just give everybody a little nugget? What do you think?
I think the season's going well. I mean, before the season started, I picked them to go 11-5, so we're well on our way because we have games that are very winnable in the foreseeable future. I wish we would be playing better, especially offensively. I mean, when Chubb got hurt, that would let us down a little bit, but at the same time, we're not making big plays when we need to. We're not taking advantage of those opportunities that we get saved today. Guys wide open in the end zone, we miss it. We can't miss those plays if you're going to win big games.
And yes, I understand that. I mean, I'm always willing. I always come with a pass in my pocket for my Cleveland Browns. In a situation like this, I'll just take the 7-0 lead, and try to disregard that he missed that, and we're playing against a team that is a little inept right now.
The forever optimist my brother has. Keep going, big dog. Keep going, big dog.
That's what's up. I see you got your fans checking in. Sean Sams was like, Metcalf was a beast. He certainly was. Now, I'd like to ask you this, because the elements have seemed to be a part of this entire month of November since we've been playing at home. And you played back when it was Municipal Stadium. And I'm hearing people saying, should the Browns get a dome stadium? What do you say to that?
Well, when I got drafted, I would have said yes, for sure. Because I was coming from Austin, Texas, and playing at the University of Texas. It was 80 degrees every week.
Right.
And then to get to Cleveland, I know it's going to be sub below sometimes. It was rough, but I think once you get used to it and you just know that's what it is, that's Cleveland football, then you're good with it. And so I think by getting a dome, you're taking a part of home field advantage away. Because you have teams who might be warm weather teams who don't want to play in the cold, and then they come and then they have to play in the cold. You put a dome in there, it's just like them playing at home. So you're giving them an advantage as well.
That's what's up. And you were able to work out up here. And I when you grow up in Cleveland, if you're playing sandlot football, you're playing on a team, when it's cold, when you get the running around, the players aren't as cold as the people that are just standing there watching, correct?
If you're losing, you are. No doubt. It seems like 15 degrees colder if you're losing.
But I always notice that once you run around and get that body temperature up, it doesn't necessarily feel as cold as a person just standing there getting hit by the wind and stuff. When you got.
You're right. You're right. When you're running around, the adrenaline and the fact that you're on the field, you get warmed up. But it's the times when you have to go stand on the sideline and sit on the sideline for a long time. That's when you get cold. So if you have the momentum and you're making big plays, you're always warm. It's when you're losing that you're cold.
Shout out to Tracy Cooper. She says Metcalf fastest legs in the business. She also says miss you, Eric Metcalf. Speaking of legs in the business right now, the Browns are supposed to have a great rushing attack. Today, though, 13 carries for a team, 18 total yards, an average of 1.4. When you see weather, you expect to lean heavily on the running game, at least, as a fan. What do you think is attributing to the Browns not being able to run the ball today?
Well, I mean, Philadelphia, they have a great front seven. I mean, they're third in the league in sacks. And so when you think about that, rain, sleet, sun, whatever, the Browns are going to show up trying to run the ball. So that's their game plan, to stop the run regardless of the weather. You know, they came in here thinking we have to stop Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt if we're going to win this game. We'll let Baker beat us if that's the case. And so when teams come in and try to stop the run, it's not a big thing. You just have to. We as Browns, we just have to stick with the run because it's you're gonna wear them down. You have to keep doing it. You just can't abandon it just because they're stopping it. Just like in the Texans game, you stick with what you do and be who you are, and eventually it'll play out.
Great point. You mentioned them making Baker Mayfield beat us, and I know when we did our promo, you wanted to speak on your opinion about Baker Mayfield and whether or not he's the future of this franchise. What do you say to that?
And everybody's listening to what you're about to say, big dog. So let's hit it. Let's hear it.
Well, let's do it like this. You know, I'm gonna be politically correct, but I'm gonna be honest. You know, for the way that Kevin Stefanski has them playing offense, he can be the guy. He can be the guy in this system. I'm not saying he's the guy that if we say, oh, we got to drop back and throw it 50 times, that he's the guy. But in this system with a lot of run heavy game, a lot of play action, he can be the guy. Now, in order for us to move forward and win the big games, beat the Steelers, beat the Ravens, and possibly do something in the playoff, there's going to be a time where he's going to have to be the guy. He's going to have to make some throws that we just would be like, wow, can't believe he made that throw. And
like 3rd and 18 last week or that opening drive. This
the ever optimist. He's shown flashes.
But yeah, he's shown flashes, but he's got to do it when it matters most. And if he can't do that, then I would say no, he's not the guy. But in this offense, he can manage this offense. But like I said, in order for us to win big games and move forward, he's going to have to make some plays that are winning plays.
So where do you think the confidence went away for Baker Mayfield? He had a great rookie season last year. And to the people that want him to throw 40 times a game, you see how that worked out when they tried it last year. It didn't kind of pan out for us. But now this year you have what we think is a smarter coach who's utilizing the talent the way it's supposed to be used. And whether it makes Baker Mayfield look like a game manager or not, where do you think that the confidence really dropped off from Baker Mayfield? Well, as a fan base,
as a fan base, I think last year when the fact that, you know, OBJ and everybody came in, we had that roster that was full of superstars and we didn't make the playoffs. But I think people were a little ahead of themselves by what happened in the previous year when he came in for Tyrod Taylor and started winning games, because we won some games, but we won a bunch of meaningless games against teams who weren't winning. And so to go out there and throw for 300 yards a game, that was pretty easy, or seemed easy. Now you come back a year later, which was last year, and you have teams focused on you as a passer, and you're pass heavy when we shouldn't have been. We're too busy trying to make Baker the star, throw the ball 40 times a game when we should have been handing it off to Chubb 25 times a game. And if we do that, we win more games. And then, you know, it goes back to the same thing. All you have to do is make plays, winning plays, and winning moments. You don't have to do it the whole game if other guys are doing it. And then if he would have done that, we would have been good.
Looks like the game's coming back on. Eric Metcalf, sir, we greatly appreciate you taking some time out of your Sunday, your Brown Sunday. We know you still repping.
But before you go ahead.
I just want to say, and I'll let you ask the question. I just want to say, I think it's so dope for you to have spent so many years away from Cleveland after you were drafted here, but you still say we. To me, that's the dopest part of this interview. You still claim us, and we appreciate that.
And you know, I mean, before, even when I got traded, when I left and I was out the league, I'll never forget. I was calling up to the organization and I was telling them, if you guys don't put me in the Browns legends, I will blow this joint up.
Yeah, I like that energy. Yeah,
the game is getting started back up. So I have two questions for you before you leave. One, can I have that picture behind you to put in my man cave? And two, who won the versus battle, Jeezy or Gucci Mane?
Well, I'll be honest. I didn't listen to the verses. This is one of the ones I didn't listen to. And I would say you can have that photo, but it's my son's. I just put it up here right now. So I got it.
Well, send me one then. Put your autograph on it.
We can figure it. We'll figure it out.
We'll have more post game. Let Matt and Matt live
after the game.
Yeah, after the game for sure.
Eric Metcalf, you know I appreciate you, man. I love you for everything you did for the Browns when you played. Thank you for joining us. And Matt and Matt live. We'll be back after the post game, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Peace.